All right.
All right, you're the sound man on this one.
Oh,
Farmer
yeah.
Chris.
Oh, no.
We're driving.
Oh, man. All right. I'm Farmer Chris.
And I'm Farmer Gil.
And this is Johnson's Corner
Farmcast.
So we have a very special
Oh boy.
Farmcast today. A very special Farmcast today. Because we're
mobile.
Yeah, we're more than mobile.
We're driving and talking.
We've done podcasts from the truck, and we are now doing it from
the
the golf cart.
And our camera stand may fall off at some point, but
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think we're fine.
I might need to hand stabilize. Look at this, though. This is like a tour of the farm.
It is. It's cool. So we're chilling on the golf cart right now. Normally, this is like my wife's daily driver. She puts more miles on this thing than she does her car.
Oh, yeah. We just had to steal it from her.
Yeah. But yeah, here we are. Let's see. What is it? Jeez, what is the date today? It's like the end of August.
I think it's the 19th.
19th. Yeah, so end of August. It's a beautiful day out here. It's like 70-something degrees. A little crispy. But yeah, it feels like fall. Fall is in the air.
Fall's definitely in the air. Like the mornings, I've been wearing my sweatshirt.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fall is in the air, and we're going to do something really exciting today. And do you want to let them know what that super exciting thing is?
Yeah.
Other than driving the golf cart.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully we don't go flying out of this thing. So one of the really neat things about the fall is that we have our corn maze. And our corn maze, the process of making the corn maze, Gil can talk about in a little bit. Because I know a little bit of it, but this is like one of Gil's awesome annual projects. He is the corn maze artist.
It's an annual project. It is an art form. So here at our farm, we do a corn maze every year, and we're about to enter the corn maze right now, actually. So yeah, we do the corn maze every year. Our corn maze is a family-friendly corn maze. So what that means is it's not this, big 15, 20 acre field of all these twists and turns that you can get lost in. Ours is, for family that doesn't want to spend hours in a cornfield. That just wants, it is a little confusing here and there. There are some good twists and turns, but it's a fun corn maze. Nothing scary in here. We don't do any of the scary stuff. It's just a good time getting out.
Yeah, so
into
it's
the
fun.
field and enjoying the maze. So yeah, as I'm driving here, I honestly don't remember where to turn. So we're just gonna kind of cruise.
So before I ask you a couple questions about the corn maze, it's family friendly. It's kind of scavenger hunt-esque.
Yes.
So you'll go around and you'll look for paintings of lots of different tractors, historical tractors. And it's really neat. We give you a kind of a little mini map. And then you'll go around and with your kiddos and you look for all those different tractors. So one of the questions, actually, before I ask you a question, Gil, right in the middle, we kind of passed through the middle of the maze there, which is kind of like this open area.
Yeah.
And can you tell us what goes up in the middle of the maze?
So in the middle of the maze, I'm trying to decide.
Oh, no.
Let's go left. In the middle of the maze, we put like a lookout bridge. So once you get in the middle, you can get on top. You can see the rest of the maze. Figure out where you haven't gone in the maze yet, what other tractors you have to find. And then in there, we'll get set up like photo ops, cool paintings that my grandmother did. So yeah, it's really cool because, it's just another like kind of angle of the farm that people typically don't get to see.
Yeah, the lookout bridge is really neat because the farm really doesn't have much elevation at all. So when you're on the lookout bridge, you're pretty much as high as you can get on the farm. So you get a decent view of kind of the layout of the farm and where the pumpkin fields are, what the maze looks like kind of from a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
So that's one of the really neat. And then there's the photo ops in that kind of central area as well.
I keep getting to these crossroads and I don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
So
here's a question for you. When you design the corn maze, do you sketch it out? Like, do you know what you're gonna do before you,
So
or is it kind of an on the fly kind of
no,
thing?
it's an on the fly thing, but there is planning to it. So with the scavenger hunt, people have to find 8 different tractors. So first thing I'll do is I'll come out when the corn's just right around knee high, and I have all these stakes, and I'll kind of walk around and I'll put the stakes in the ground where I want, like the tractors to
Gotcha.
be for the scavenger hunt.
Yep.
And then from there, after I mark those 8 sections, then I'll kind of figure out where the lookout bridge is going to be, which most of the time it's right in the middle of the field. But it depends. Like sometimes, like if we get a heavy rain or something, a section of the field could wash out a little bit. The corn doesn't look so good. So sometimes I'll kind of shift the middle
Yeah.
because that's the corn that we're going to cut down. So if there's like a section closer to the middle that's not growing very well, I'll kind of make that the middle.
Gotcha.
So that's why we always do it when the corn's lower, because I have a better view of how the field's going to turn out.
Gotcha.
And then I actually get my first pass through will actually be on like a lawnmower, like a 0 turn
Oh,
lawnmower.
really?
Yeah, that way it's just easier to turn around and maneuver through the field. So I'll kind of like just mow the paths in like that.
And this is all when it's around knee high?
Yeah, I try to do most of it knee high.
Yeah.
And then once I get the paths good, then I'll walk it, and I'll honestly take the golf cart out and just cruise around in it just to make sure, like we're gonna have to reverse.
Oh. Yeah, so what we just the tractors that you're finding are all in kind of these like little mini cul-de-sacs.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even call them dead ends. They're
So
little side trails.
So yeah, after I get it cut in, I'll cruise around the golf cart, and then I'll kind of see like other sections where I can cut in a path that I think will trip people up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like get them, because if you're going in a maze, you want to get a little bit lost.
Oh, yeah,
you don't want it to be
definitely.
too easy.
Yeah.
And honestly, as I'm driving around, I'm kind of getting a little confused.
You know
too.
what I like about our mazes is there's a lot of like kind of like soft rolling turns.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like kind of like loopy turns, and that's you might think you're on one arm of the loop
Mm-hmm.
when you're actually on another.
Yeah, when I'm doing the maze, I'm kind of doing it from the mindset of myself because I have younger kids, and I'm like, okay, if I make this too hard, I'm not gonna want to walk through here. Oh, look, it popped out this side. Let's loop around. I'm not gonna want to walk through here with like, my 3-year-old.
No.
But the maze that I did this year, I do the paths a little bit wider. Just so it's an easy walk for everyone, and everyone can have a great experience.
We don't want it to be like a labyrinth that
No.
you're lost in.
No, I mean there are those mazes out there. People love them. I mean,
Yeah.
power to you if you want to do it.
Yeah.
But that's not our vibe.
Not our cup of tea.
Yeah. So yeah, we are in the what is it? This is the southeast corner of the field.
Yeah.
This field we do this year. This is my favorite one to do because this field is more of like a square.
Gotcha.
So the paths I do in this one, I can get a little bit more intricate in this field than I can in like this other one we do that's more like a skinny rectangle. That one's a little bit harder to do windy trails.
Yeah.
I'll do like more like little like short trails across it.
So is that
it's
where
kinda
we
hard to
were
explain.
last year?
Yeah, that's where we were last year. We
Yeah.
switch the field, our corn mazes in every year, just because it's typical like crop rotation
Yeah.
and everything, and because the maze is like
I just got hit in the face. By
the maze is one of those things that like we've referenced like our farm plan in other episodes that we've done. The maze is one of those things like timing is very crucial. So the
Yeah.
maze follows our first planting of sweet corn.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so wherever our first planting of sweet corn is for the year, that's where the maze follows it. So we have to grow the sweet corn, harvest it, plow it under, and then plant the
And
the
then
corn
put it
maze.
right in.
Yeah, because this corn we plant here, it's not sweet corn. This is feed corn.
Yeah.
So for all of you that have come on a hayride here, and that silo of corn that's in the middle of the hayride loop that we use for our animal feed, that is last year's corn maze.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. And then we take those cobs out of the silo, and that's what winds up over at
and
the
that's what
at the
that's
gate.
what people use to
Yeah.
feed the animals. So so the corn maze, it is, I don't know, how would you say it? As multi purposes.
Yes.
So
So this is
we got a
an
little bit of
interesting
a
part.
dead end here. I'm gonna try to do a K turn while we're talking.
Oh yeah, do it. So the because this is feed corn, the corn will stay on the stalk fine for a longer period of time. Is that correct?
Yeah. So this corn will be harvested in November. We normally harvest it when we're hanging Christmas lights.
Yes.
So November, some years, I mean, it really depends on moisture content. So if we have like a dry fall like we did last year, we can get in earlier. If it's more of a wet fall, then we'll just wait.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to harvest this corn when it's wet, because then it'll get all moldy when it's in the silo.
So is this the only planting of feed corn we do, or do we have?
No, the corn that we put around the edges of the pumpkin fields.
Yes.
We call it like the corn like on the rim of the field.
Yeah, kind of the border corn.
Yeah, that is also feed corn.
Yeah.
So depending on some years we don't even harvest all of it.
Yeah.
We just harvest kind of what we need. So if we have a great crop of corn in the corn maze, we may not even need to touch that other corn. So.
Yeah. So feed corn, as I've been learning more about corn, I learned that it developed out of a grain. I'm gonna butcher the name. It's a Mexican name, but it started thousands of years ago as kind of this very thin grain, grass-like kind of grain. So feed corn, I'm assuming, is just a divergent branch, and sweet corn is just a divergent branch of corn. And sweet corn, I'm assuming, has a lot higher moisture content, right?
Yeah, moisture content and sugar.
Content.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that's the corn maze area. You know what? Let's check out some pumpkins.
Yeah, definitely.
So our pumpkin crop this year is great. We've had a lot of big rains this summer, which aren't great for pumpkins, but they've kind of come in like decent times where like it's not like we get 2 inches one night, 2 inches the night before. We'll get like a big rain and then it's dry for 10 days, which is manageable. I mean, ideally, as far as pumpkins go, we don't really want that much rain at all.
Yeah.
Pumpkins would love to grow out in the desert, and I'm pretty sure they do grow them out in the desert. But
really?
I think so.
I never thought
it makes sense
that.
in my mind.
It does. Desert
it must
pumpkins.
be true. But yeah, so last year was like a perfect year for pumpkins because it didn't rain for like 4 straight months.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But
0 rain.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you can see some of the foliage is starting to die off, which is typical for end of summer. But yeah, there's some whompers in there,
Yeah,
dude.
there
Holy smokes.
So the pumpkin fields are really cool because, if you come in October, you really don't see the foliage.
Oh yeah,
if
you come like towards the end of October, it's all like trampled on by then.
It's wild. Sometimes on our bigger October days, there's some foliage out there, but then by the time people walk through it, I literally look out and I'm like, where did the foliage go? Just turns into
if you come in
dirt.
Like mid early September, it's like a jungle out here.
Yeah,
it's
you
really
definitely
cool.
need to, and the paths kind of naturally start to form as people find different pumpkins. So it's coming out and picking pumpkins a little earlier in the season is pretty neat. It's definitely a little bit of a different vibe than the October.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pickings.
But yeah, we grow a lot of different varieties. I'm a little hesitant to drive this way because I don't want to run over the drip irrigation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do another K-turn while I'm talking.
Turn it up.
Yeah, we grow a bunch of different varieties of pumpkins.
Yes.
We grow the traditional ones, the big, they call them face pumpkins, like the ones that you would carve, like jack-lantern in.
Those are called face pumpkins?
Yeah, face pumpkins.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because of the tendency to carve them?
You know what?
Faces?
I never really, I would assume so.
Ah, that's funny.
But yeah, like you go order up a bin of pumpkins, like
face pumpkins?
Face, yeah. And then we grow, the funky ones like your baking pumpkins, like your Hibbert
Yep.
squashes, the white pumpkins, which are awesome. I'm a big fan of white
The
pumpkin.
white ones are awesome.
Normally, I don't like to hop on like, the fad stuff when it comes to like produce and crops. Like stuff is cool, but white pumpkins are cool.
They are very cool. One of my favorites that we grow is the gooseneck ones.
Yes,
those ones are.
You can
gnarly.
make those into a birdhouse.
Oh,
yes,
no way.
My grandpapa used to do that. Yeah, you can like you cut a hole in it, drill a hole in it, like a 2-inch hole.
Yeah.
And then you empty it out
cool.
and you leave it out to dry. And when it dries, you can hang it up as a birdhouse.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So the funky pumpkins are fun. I one of my favorite things is seeing people just carrying like these crazy pumpkins around. I'm like, that one is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
One of the cool things that people probably don't realize is like pumpkins that are different sizes are different varieties.
Mm-hmm.
So like those giant pumpkins people grow, they're like 400 pounds. That's a different variety than like a small, like one that looks like a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
And even like a 10-pounder compared to a 20-pounder is a different variety.
Yeah.
And then, the like basketball circle looking ones is a different variety than like the tall, skinny ones.
Yeah. So you can't just let your own, like your garden variety pumpkin just sit there and grow forever. That'd be pretty cool if you could, though.
I'm trying to see. I'm looking in the field now, see if my favorite pumpkin's out here. It's a white one, and it's like taller.
Oh, the oblong shaped ones.
Yeah,
those ones are
so
awesome.
Cool.
They're really cool.
I don't see.
Yeah,
any
so
in this
we
field
have
right now.
last year we planted a lot of the kind of funky varieties, and this year we have a lot as well.
Another fun fact. I don't know. I find it fun, but when you come out and you pick and you see like all these different varieties, we have like as we're driving right now. There's white ones, orange ones. There was like a green and white stripe one back there. The way we get these varieties to grow is like when we take the planter out and the seeds before we put them in the hopper, we actually mix them all up in a bucket.
Oh, really?
Before we put it in the hopper, so we get like a nice spread through the field.
Yeah.
I know it's not like a high tech, way to get them out there, but I remember doing it with my dad for the first time years ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
I never realized that's how we got all the varieties out of the field. I know it's kind of like a no-brainer, but it was cool that 5-gallon buckets are very important on the farm.
Yeah, pumpkins are cool. And if you've seen some of my shorts too, what blew my mind as I was learning about all this stuff last year was how squash plants get pollinated, right? And pumpkins are a type of squash. So you have male and female flowers, and you need to get the pollen from the stamen of the male flower to the stigma of the female flower.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. Like if you come out, when people come out and pick, a lot of the flowers aren't here anymore. They're kind of trampled. But if you look, you might be able to find the different flowers. And it's always just super cool. You're like, oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you'll find a little tiny baby pumpkin that's only about that big that's just starting to grow.
And we moved the ones that we had there, but we'll bring like beehives in too to help with pollination.
Yes, yeah.
So I think we still have a couple in our later fields of pumpkins. But yeah, we'll always rent a couple hives from some of our friends to bring them in and just help with the pollination, because depending on like the weather, the weather is everything. But depending on the weather during like the growing season of the pumpkin, if there's not many like sunny nice days, the pollination is tough. So we'll bring in just extra bees to help along the way.
Yeah, and when like on those nice days, the bees are all over. It's amazing how many bees come out
when
of
it's
the
go
hives.
time. They are going
oh
crazy.
Man, it's wild.
Yeah, other than pumpkins, corn maze, we'll also have sunflower picking all through September, October, 7 days a week. We grow multiple varieties of sunflowers, and we'll have apples. We grow
apples are looking great.
11 different varieties of apples on the farm, so we'll start picking that first weekend in September. And we normally get through mid-October, depending, again, on weather and everything. We like to get to the end of October, but sometimes we run out a little early. Yeah. But we have a great crop of apples coming at us, so... Yeah, honestly, at this point in the summer, I'm over summer and I'm ready to get going on the fall.
Yeah,
I'm ready for pumpkin flavored things
and those cool mornings.
Yes.
Sweater weather.
Yes, yeah. I'm ready to put my hoodie back on. But yeah, Farmer Chris, I think that's all we got for this one.
I
dude.
think
this
it is
sweet. We should
gearing
do
up
this again.
for fall. I know this was super cool.
This is a lot of fun.
It's cool to cruise around on
Yeah.
on the farm like this too.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
absolutely. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I think we're definitely gonna do another mobile episode.
Yeah, we will. Let's see if I can hit the.
Oh
the,
yeah, this is your first time on the soundboard
let's
too.
see. Oh, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Farmer Chris.
I'm Farmer Gil.
And this is Johnson's Corner
Farmcast.
We'll see you guys soon.
Hold on, try this real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a real horn. It's not an electronic horn, so
No,
it's okay
no.
to do.
All right,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
see you next time.
We'll see yous.